Welcome to Hello Market. In this tutorial I'm going to focus on using text drop-ins from your data, such as using a recipient's forename in a headline. I'll show you how to insert data, set up alternate text for when you have missing or long data values, and how to preview your creative with live data. I'll start by signing in and creating a blank postcard. Now I'll create a new text box and enter the headline, "Fantastic offers inside, save up to." And what I want to do is insert a value from my data that contains 10%, 20% or 25%. To do this, I click Insert Personalization field, which pops up the Personalization dialog. At the top of the dialog you will see a field drop-down. Clicking this will show preset fields that Hello Market offers for all data. That is your own data that you upload or consumer data selected from Hello Market's database. Along with standard fields such as title, forename and surname, you can see contact name and salutation. Selecting contact name formats names into a title, initial and surname format. Mr. John Smith would become Mr. J. Smith, for example. However, if a title was missing, the contact would become J. Smith. If the forename was missing, then the contact would simply become Mr. Smith. Selecting salutation will always format the name as title surname. For example, Mr. Smith. Along with predefined fields, Hello Market lets you select a custom field from your data. To do this, select the Custom Field option. This will add a text box to the Personalization dialog called Field Name. You can now enter the name of the field you wish to use. For this headline, I'm going to use a field in my data named Amount. The formatting drop-down lets you change the casing of the text in your data, so you can upper, lower or title case the data. Or you can keep the formatting from your data file. There is a drop-down box labelled For Blank Fields. This tells Hello Market what to do if there is a blank value in your data field. Selecting Use Default Value reveals another text box which lets you type in the text that should appear if a blank value is found. You can leave the text box empty if you want to leave the field blank. Selecting Use Alternate Text from the drop-down menu tells Hello Market that you want to use a different set of text if a blank value is found. Alternate text is a version of your text that contains no inserted data fields, which is used in place of the personalized text if the inserted value from your data causes an overflow, or if a blank value is found in the data field and you've selected Use Alternate Text from the options. For this example, I'll select Use Alternate Text. Now I click Insert Field, and you can see the field I selected appears surrounded by angled brackets with a grey background indicating that this is a personalized field. You can add as many personalized fields as you like to your text, and each can appear in a different font, colour or size. Remember though that the text you see will be replaced by the actual value from your data. So if you are changing fonts, sizes or colours, you must apply them to the entire field. If you don't apply them to the entire field, then you will end up with text that looks like it's personalised in the text editor, but will not be personalised in the page design area or in any previews you create. If you accidentally break a personalization field, you can simply delete the text and reinsert the field. Before I can click Done to update the text box, I need to create the alternate text that will appear if the data is blank or so long that it causes the text box to overflow. At the top right of the editor, you will see a drop-down box containing the words Personalized Text. I can change the drop-down to alternate text by clicking. The first time I do this, Hello Market will pop up a message telling me that it has copied my original text into the alternate text without the personalization. I can now change the text so it makes sense without text from my data. You will only need to create an alternate text if you have inserted fields from your data into your text box. I can now click Done to save my text box. You can now see that in the Creative Editor, the Amount field appears without the angled brackets and the grey background colour. If you do see angled brackets, it means that the field personalization has not worked and you'll have to reinsert it. You can view the alternate text on the page instead of the personalized text by moving to the top of the container and clicking the arrow next to the box that says Personalized Text. Clicking once more brings back the personalized text. You can now also view the alternate text in the preview window. Click Preview in 3D to bring up the preview. You will see a drop-down box at the top which currently has element tags selected. This means that any personalized text will appear with the field name in place of the live data for all text boxes on the preview. You can also select Personalized Default. This will show you what your text will look like with the default values you gave to your fields. If you selected Use Alternate Text instead of Use Default Fields, the fields will be blank. Selecting Alternative Text from the drop-down will show you the alternate text for all text boxes on your creative that use personalization. You don't have to wait until you've completed your design to add data to your campaign. You can add data at any time by clicking Continue. If you want more information about data, please see the data tutorials. For now, I'm going to quickly upload a file and show you how to tag your personalized fields. So I'll click the Upload a File link and then Upload a File button on the dialog, and I'll select my file, Offer Data. The first page of the data importer will ask me to tag the name and address fields. If you use the name fields from the Insert Personalization dialog, such as Salutation, you will need to supply your recipient names in separate parts, title, forename, and surname. If you have the complete name in a single field, you should tag it with Contact Name. You can see that I have a field called Offer Amount at the bottom of the list. This isn't a name or address part, so I'll leave it tagged with NA. Once I click Import, I'm shown another window asking me to tag personalized text fields. Any custom fields that you use in your creative will appear here in a list. I entered amount for my custom field name, and now Hello Market needs to know which of the fields in my data this refers to. Because the rest of the fields in my data are name or address fields, there is only one field left, so it appears by default in the drop-down box. If I had more fields, they would appear in a list, and I would need to choose the correct one. This is okay, so I click Next, and then Use this data. I can see the data results screen shows me 5 records are attached to my campaign. Clicking Continue takes me to the summary screen. From here, I can click Preview Your Creative, which shows me the preview window with the 3D model of the mail piece. Because I have now added data to the campaign, you will see the drop-down box at the top of the dialog says Live User Data. The fields on the preview have been filled in with live values from the data, and you can see the live data record on the right-hand side. I can click through my data and see the values changing. You will notice that the offer amount value for the last record is blank, and that the alternate text is being used for that record. If you haven't finished creating your mail piece yet, you can click Edit Your Creative to return to the editor. Clicking Preview in 3D on this screen will now show you the live data preview by default. You can still change the drop-down box to show element tags, default values, or alternate text. That's how you can use Hello Market to insert text from your data file into your creative. Hello Market also allows you to change the entire contents of a text box using your data, and even change images using your data. To find out how those personalization techniques work, please see the tutorial videos on the support page.